Hello guys, welcome back to a new episode, and in this one we are looking at Naked. So in this one we intend to give all of my personal opinions on today's action and a quick look into next week and what I believe could happen and all that kind of good stuff. So this one is still a bit more of a short-term look at the stock. In tomorrow's one we are giving a deep analysis and all of the great reasons why I think that this stock could explode long-term in the future, and that is coming up then. And on Sunday we're giving a full analysis into the next week and on what I personally believe could happen. But of course we do look at Naked every single day. If it's something that you might enjoy, guys, please leave a like and subscribe. It would be appreciated to show your support. And with that being said, let's jump straight in. But please do remember that I am not a financial advisor and you do need to make sure you do your own research, and please don't follow me blindly. So with that being said, let's go. So yeah guys, Naked has been moving quite a lot today. If we do have a look, we are down about 6.4%, so not the biggest decrease that we have been seeing, but you know what, it is still down. If we're looking at this one over the whole week, we can see we are down by quite a significant amount. We're down about 41%. Now it does look like that sell-off is kind of slowing down somewhat, but today being negative is kind of indicative of some more sell-off action coming. And of course, even towards the end of session, it didn't slow down. If anything, it might have even sped up a little bit, which of course put us at an end price of about $1.09. So of course we didn't actually level out today, unfortunately. The sell-off wasn't as steep as in previous days, but that is still a decent sell-off today, so it's not the best thing that we are looking at right now. But obviously when we do account for everything that has happened with Naked, it's gone from a price of about 35 cents at the start of the month all the way up to 45 cents, which was reasonable. That was a fair increase, and of course from there it got a lot of attention, it got a lot of hype over 2 or 3 days, and of course from there it sold off a little bit, got boosted a bit more, and then sold off a bit further. So I had said it in a previous episode, guys, I do like Naked, and I think now that they have repositioned themselves as a company, and like I said, we will be looking at that tomorrow, but you know what, that really does give them some big potential for the future to hopefully change their business model and make more money. On top of that, there is a potential of a reverse split in the share's price, and that would of course make each share worth more, which would hopefully raise the potential of more investors being looking into the stock, and that would also be a good thing. So guys, looking at this one into the next few days, I think, you know what, Monday could bring some very decent action. Looking at this one, I think it definitely could be pretty stable, and I think that is what we would love to see. Overall though, I don't think it will be too positive. I don't think that's the worst thing, and even if it was to be a small sell-off, I would not be too worried, because if you were going to be investing in Naked, in my personal opinion, I think it is a long-term hold. I would not be investing in this one for a quick profit, and for that reason, guys, personally, I would be trying to get the best profit and at least the best price that I can. And I think at $1.10, the best price is currently not there, so you know what, I think there is a bit more room for a sell-off in the next week, and I think if that was to happen, it's not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing, because when we're thinking about this stock, yes, a lot of people are optimistic on it, and for the long term, I actually am as well, but obviously in the short term, we do need to face the facts that it has been hyped up a lot recently, and it would make sense that people are going to be selling off now, as a lot of that attention is kind of going away. So that is not really too significant, because obviously, looking at this one more long term, it definitely is a bit more of a buy and hold. On the other hand, it is a penny stock, so it is going to be very volatile, so please do remember that. It is going to be moving all over the place, but you know what, if you are willing to hold it for the next few years, it definitely does have some potential. But when it comes to the actual potential of the company, it is still a speculative play, because yes, they are starting to implement the practices needed to grow the business, but obviously there are still factors at play which are still in the works, and of course until they are official, until they are implemented, and until they start making more money, we don't know whether the company is actually going to grow 100%. But there are great reasons why it could grow into the next few years, and I think next week may see a little bit of a sell-off on the Monday, or at least the earlier part of the week, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I personally believe it also could remain pretty flat, and I don't think that's a bad thing either. Honestly guys, with this stock, the potential is there long term, and you know what, if you can get in at the right price, there is still some great room for profits, hopefully, but of course it is still more of a speculative play. So if we can get in a little bit lower, maybe at that $1 range, if not the 90-cent range, I think things will be going well, but it is still extremely high in price in comparison to what we saw previously. But we do need to face the fact that a lot more people now do know about the stock, which means a lot more people will be holding it, and I think that could definitely see us level out a bit higher than where we previously were. So I don't think we will dip much lower than 90 cents. I think the lowest that we could reach is potentially 70 cents. I think at that point it will probably start to go back up, and over the long term we are going to see some hopefully decent growth for this company. But like I said, there are still a few factors in play, so it's not guaranteed. So of course, Naked, still more of a speculative play, not a bad thing. The potential could be there if they get their cards is right. And when it comes to this one, I would not risk too much on it, because I know I've seen people in different, comment sections, in my comment section on Discord, talking about how they've risked their whole life savings on that. And personally, it's not something that I would do, because the potential is there, but it's not guaranteed to happen. And when we're looking at a stock like this, it also could go down pretty quickly with it being a penny stock. But if it does pick up itself up on a business model level, if it does keep growing the company, there is some room for the share price to hopefully grow as well. I think that definitely does present some long-term opportunities, and of course for short-term buy opportunities, I think the next few days will present some decent ones. But of course I will be covering this one tomorrow, where we'll do an in-depth analysis, on the Sunday where we'll do a bit more of a forecast into the next week, and of course on Monday where we'll be back doing our daily price predictions and analysis of the current day. So if that sounds like a plan, guys, please leave a like and subscribe, it would be appreciated. And with that being said, thank you for watching, see you then.